So what's up, people? It's your boy OT and welcome to Steady Bro. In this video, we'll be looking at the dollar. So you've gone through medical school as a physician associate, university exams, smashed the national exams, written yourself a banging CV and landed yourself your first job. Congratulations. But how is the check going to look like, dude? As a newly qualified physician associate, you come into the job market at band 7 on the agenda for change scale. Your pay is around £38,890 a year to £44,500. It takes you 8 years to move from 38,000 to that 44,000. Though you might have an amazing start compared to other people just leaving university, the progression after that is rather slow. I must say, however, that I've read on the internet that there is the potential for progression onto 8A, which is the next band after the band 7. And this will start you around 45 to 51, if I'm not mistaken. This is subject to about 5 years of experience and further qualifications to put you onto that band scale. How true that is, I have no idea. I'll let you guys know when this man drop me the cash at my bank. It's popping out here. And of course, these are just gross earnings, and that's not taking into account your tax deductions, your pension deductions, and your student loan repayments. When you factor in all these little things, they're not little things, these are quite big chunks. Your actual net income is around 26,000 a year. But believe me, it's still better than most graduates getting into the job market. To gain some perspective, let's look at our friendly neighbors, junior doctors. So junior doctors come into the party at around 28,000 a year gross. This is during their foundation year. To be honest, I don't really see what a newly qualified physician associate can do that a foundation year doctor can't, and hence this discrepancy. The reason why I'm saying this is because issues such as this stoke the flames of resentment some might have towards our profession, and to those individuals I say they are barking up the wrong tree, because no physician associate I know has conspired with the government to undervalue or underpay you. And if any such meeting was I was probably at the gym getting these gains approved by Zeus. And believe me, I feel your pain. Lo siento mucho, mi corazón duele por vosotros. Fam, I didn't even know I could speak Spanish like that, fam. These little Spanish lessons, you know what I mean? Feeling myself. To say you guys are underpaid, I think would be a gross understatement of the matter. Because when I was in placement, there were times I would see some of these junior doctors, bro. You see them in the morning when you go early, when they've done their night shifts, and you look at their faces, and I kid you not, these brothers needed resuscitation. They needed some fluid bottles to get them going, but it takes a whole lot out of them. And I think they deserve more than 28,000 a year. Let's call it spade a spade. If we as physician associates were paid that much and we were doing a job similar to that of an FY1 and they were being paid 39,000 a year, we would go crazy. I do understand that as a junior doctor progresses to become a consultant, their salary, of course, will far outstrip that of any physician associate. But I still don't believe that is grounds or justification for them to be underpaid. Just pay them and what they deserve. That's what I'm saying. As I said, 8 years after beginning your career as a physician associate, you'll probably be earning around 44,500, almost 45K, right? That is in 8 years. If you look at junior doctor, once they undergo their specialist training, become consultants in 8 or 9 years or so, they'll be earning around 82 to 110,000. The gap is massive. So in the short term as a physician associate, yes, you get that dollar, looking fine, popping, walking into the building saying, I want this, I want that, and I need that. That's early stages. But as time progresses, the gap between you and a doctor is immense. Now, I've taken this tangent, comparing ourselves with our friendly neighbors, because I was on the internet procrastinating as usual, and I saw a thread on Reddit where there was an advertisement for newly qualified physician associates. And the salary offered was between 45K and 51,000. And needless to say, some of our colleagues were not too pleased to see a newly qualified physician associate being offered a salary of 45K to 51K. They argued this was the basic salary of a core training, and given the fact that physician associates do not have the same responsibility as a core trainee, why are they being paid at that level? I'd like to add that the 45K to 51K advertised by that position was most likely due to the fact that the job in question was in the inner parts of London. And according to the Agenda for Change, individuals working in the inner London, due to the higher cost of living, are given an allowance of 20% of their basic salary. I think a minimum of 4,000 and a maximum of 6,000. I understand your frustration, but once again, you are backing up the wrong tree. It's not the fault of that physician associate who will apply for that job that they're getting 45K. You are underpaid, and I agree with you. But the resentment and the anger, and sometimes the frustration you vent onto physician associates, I do believe are ill-placed. So, to conclude, you start off great, but it takes a long time to see any change in your salary. You start off better than a junior doctor, but in the long run, all you see is smoke, because they will far outstrip you. Will there be any scope for change in the future? To be fair with you, I have absolutely no clue. But I do believe that should there be a development of a certain type of framework that would allow a vertical progression, there could be certain changes in how physician associates are paid. I'm just speculating, bruv. If they decide to pay us more, I'll gladly welcome it. One day I hope we reach the levels of our American colleagues. Them man are making all kinds of pay. But once again, it's medicine. Nobody's in for the money. People just want to be compensated for their job. It's your boy, Yoti, and I'm out. Salute!